As I grow up in an atmosphere of politics in our family. My family were all politicians. My grandfather was a prince of some villages, and my mother's uh, and my mother's brother, elder brother, was a pradhan in panchayat, Nachau panchayat, and my some relatives are also pradhan in our village. So our relatives and our family are so much involved in developing the villages around us. So my mother's brother dig up a large pond and also give grounds for youth to play, and drainage systems also built up, and street lamps has also been brought up in the villages, and other relatives too do the same things. This is not a session to praise our family members, but this is a system. What I am telling is that if we have won an election, we have to do something for the villagers or for the voters that believe us that this candidate will do something for the good of the village. This is my motto in those sentences that I said before. Not that they are my relatives. And I am very much interested in politics too. Now, there are three voters in our country. One, there is ignorance to why. Both the three are ignorance that why voting has been done, and after given their votes, government will be formed, and through the government we will be given sanctions, and through that sanctions and money and projects, we will become our infrastructure such as roads, market, buildings will be built, and many other important infrastructures will be built that are important for the citizens of our country and citizens of our states. But these three ignorant voters made the state government and the government in central defunct. So the three ignorance voters are: one, that believe in the workers of the candidate, believe in the workers of the candidate blindly. If the workers say something they thought and believe in the workers that whatever the workers said will be right. And another is so ignorant that if we get 5,000 during the voting period, we will give our vote to any candidate without deciding which candidate is what type of candidate. A candidate who want to develop the state, or a candidate who want to develop the country. They will not know anything. They will be keeping their eyes on the money and not the development or the government that will be formed after election. And the, the third is so ignorant that they will give money through bribing. Their children will be selected in a job, and they will be so possessed by the candidate that everything, just like a dog, they will obey anything that the candidate will say to them. Just like a dog, they will be chained by an unseen chain on their neck. That may be golden chain or that may be diamond chain. They will be chained because their children are given job by the candidate. So whatever the candidate says, they will obey that order, just like a servant. So such ignorant voters will make the country advance backward, not forward. And I'm appealing to all the voters that let us rise our knowledge, our logic in times of such important festivals such as voting or elections is considered as festival of goodwill for development of our country and our state. And if I will also give a candidate here, none other than our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is so good nowadays that every part of our state is covered in his plan of development. And such a Prime Minister is needed in our country. Russia is so advanced today because of Putin. Putin has never been defeated in any election. Dictatorship country has to be done election too. If I have to be in yes, in China and in Russia, election is also done, but Putin has come up victorious always. People will say this and that for Putin, just like our country's prime minister. There are many people who say this and that for Prime Minister PM Modi, and our Prime Minister PM Modi ji is so mm, thoughtful, a long viewed person, that he has developed our country so far that every corner of our country is being developed, or schemes of development has been reached in every corner of our country. And if such a prime minister is there in our country as long as possible, then one day our country will be a country when in past our country was so famous in the world that every country wants to every citizens in the in outer country wants to see India. Look at the buildings that it has been built for gods, and if such buildings can be built for gods, then how many castles and how many kingdom for the kings, how many castle, how many beautiful castle for the kings will be made. So during those times, people from outside India came to India only to see the beautiful temples and beautiful buildings made by our handy architectures and handy works of many handicrafts. So people, the video has been gone so large, the length of the video has been gone so large, so I will stop here because this is an important video, I thought. And people, thank you, please share it and spread it if it feels good to you.